Hi everyone, this is Robin, and this is just some general feedback on the annotated bibliography assignment number 1. Of course, you all got individual feedback, but there were just some themes that I saw across all the papers that I wanted to highlight. So first of all, overall, you guys did a pretty good job with this assignment. There were some minor APA errors, and as grad students, APA is something that you want to make sure you really have an understanding of and have locked down. So I would encourage you to check the APA manual if you have questions on APA, or if you don't have the manual, you are welcome to just go to the Purdue OWL APA website. And we talked about this a little bit week 1, but the Purdue OWL stands for Online Writing Lab, is a great online resource just to remind yourself, gee, how do I need to format a citation, or what does a level 1 heading look like, or any of that sort of thing. So feel free to do that. If you have specific questions on APA, you are also welcome to email each other, because there are some people who are further along in the program who should know the answer to those APA questions. Or of course, you're also welcome to email me and ask Dr. Robin, or send me an email and ask me your questions. Overall, the citations and the annotations were pretty good. One thing that I did notice, and this was a formatting question, is that some of you know that citations should have a hanging indent, but you weren't really sure how to do a hanging indent. So I linked to a tutorial, little video that I did for several of you to show you how to do hanging indents. Also, some of you were not clear how to start a new page. So let me talk about the new page thing for a minute. So many of you, when you need to start a new page, like going from the cover page to the annotations, or the annotations to the reflection page, you move your cursor by pressing return, 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 or I guess enter, 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 enter. And that works as long as the person on the other end has their document set up exactly the same as you, and as long as you don't make any edits. Because once you make edits, then those enter, 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 enters get pushed down to the next page, and now your reflection, for example, doesn't start on the first line of the new page, but it starts on the second or third or fourth line, depending on how far your enters got pushed down. The way to solve that is to just put in what's referred to as a hard page break. So whenever you want to start a new page, just press Control Enter, and it will put a page break. And no matter what happens in the document in terms of editing, you can add, you can take out, that hard page break will always be there, and whatever starts after the hard page break will always be at the top of the new page. So not only is it easier than pressing all those enter keys, it actually makes for a much more effective document formatting. All right, so let's move on to reflections. So there's a few things I wanted to say about the reflections. So first of all, many of you didn't do a reflection as much as you restated the contents of your articles. So the annotation is where you summarize the article. The reflection is where I want to know why this information was useful or valuable for you. How are you going to use this information in your current professional position, in your future professional positions? So it is a reflection. It's not an academic part of the paper, so to speak. And then this third bullet, many of you did an article by article reflection, and that's okay. So you said article number 1, here's what I learned and here's why it's valuable for me and how I'm going to apply it. Article number 2, here's what I learned, here's why it's valuable, here's how I'm going to apply it. That's fine if you want to do that. I would ask you to consider doing an integrated reflection, where you think about all 3 of the articles and what are the points that you learned from those articles. How can you synthesize those into an integrated reflection? So again, I'm willing to do either. An integrated reflection is just a more sophisticated way to do your reflection. It's slightly higher on the sort of critical thinking scale in terms of writing this section of your paper. But I'm willing to take either one. I just wanted to plant the seed for this. And then finally, I want to let you know that I graded a little bit easy on this first one. So I didn't take off quite as much for APA errors. There were some errors in the citations and the annotations that I didn't take much off for. Same for the reflections. So just keep that in mind as you work on your next annotated bibliography assignment. And again, the reason that we're breaking this annotated bibliography assignment into 4 parts is exactly for this reason, so that you can do part of it, you can get some feedback, and it can be even better from this point forward. If you have questions on this, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you online.